today, recording, sharing my screen. Okay, so here we go. Believe it or not, we are cruising right along through our EL module. We are definitely on our way on our halfway mark through our module for sure. We are using all of our skills that we've gained so far. Overcoming challenges near and far. So we've been learning lots about other places. In fact, we've even become experts on certain countries and their problems and how they solve them. Today's learning targets. I can identify the characteristics of an introductory sentence and an informative paragraph. Woo, lots of big words. Characteristics, showing the detail, the different parts of introductory sentence means when we introduce the reader to what we're going to, what they're going to learn. And informative paragraph, informative means to teach, right? So we're going to be basically having a sentence that introduces the reader to what we're going to teach them. Then we're going to write a focus statement. And many of us did this already. And so that part was pretty easy for many of us because all we had to do was type it in there, right? What does the focus statement do? What does it explain? Ellie? Okay, so it's what the paragraph is trying to explain, right? The main idea of the paragraph. And then, oh no, I didn't. Of course not. There we go. Luckily, they didn't need any of that so far. So my little people are, I gotta move them around here a little bit. Our last part was that we're using our research notes to plan. So was it nice yesterday or on Friday to have those research notes, all those ideas already written down? So all you had to do was use that idea to type and to come up with the actual sentences. Oh my goodness, that direction, thank you. All right, so then the second part, which is what we're really, most of us are focusing on today. Those of us who were here on Friday really got that introductory sentence and that focus statement done or close to it. And so this today is mostly what my friends, most of our friends are ready for. I can identify the characteristics of the body and conclusion sentences in an informative paragraph. And then this one's sort of everything all together. I can draft an informative paragraph that has a clearly stated focus, uses facts, definitions, and details from the text to explain my ideas. And the reason this one is very important is we have a plan. You know, we have this plan that we have been using, but it's nice to also, if you realize, you know, I didn't write very much detail in that plan. And I think my reader would really like some more facts, some more really, you know, detailed things. Then you can actually go back to your text and reread and add some information to your sentences. Just because you have a plan doesn't mean that's the only stuff you can write about, right? That's your main stuff you can focus about and write about. But you can add details to this by using your text. That's why we've had you keep your text right there with you, right? Plus, it also helps with things like spelling. Like some people on Friday were saying, I don't know how to spell Southeast Asia. Well, luckily, Southeast Asia is in the text, and you can use that to help you for sure. Okay, so our task today is to finish completing our paragraph that we're writing about our expert country. So here's the one that had to do with Kenya. So we had our red introductory sentence. We had our green sentence that was our focus statement. We had our yellow. Who remembers what yellow stood for? Because that's what we're going to be mostly working on today. Elena, what's yellow? The challenge. Very good. So in one sentence, it's the challenge, why it's hard for these people, what makes it difficult. And a lot of you, I saw, especially my friends at home, some of you who I saw some work by kind of skipped this part. They went right into how to solve the problem. So let's look at the green and then the difference between the green and the yellow. Getting books to children in the desert can be challenging, but Kenyan librarians have found a way to overcome this challenge. So it says they have a challenge, but it hasn't said what the challenge is yet. No. So that's why in the yellow, it explains what actually is the challenge for Kenya. In some parts of Kenya, sand covers the roads and makes it hard for cars to get through. So some of you are trying to combine the yellow and the green together into one sentence, especially some of my friends at home. So it's really important that we separate those two sentences out. Make sure that the green one is the fact that they have overcome a challenge. The yellow is really what specifically is that challenge. Then what is our blue section? Our blue section, of the body is really big. Why is it, what's all that, why is there so much of it? Full? It's how they overcome the challenge. It isn't really that the important part. Is how, because the idea is how are people overcoming their problems? What are they doing to make their lives better? So that's going to be your biggest section. It's going to be 2 to 3 sentences. It's going to match up with that blue section of your plan, right? And there should be a lot more in blue than there should be in yellow. There should be a lot more details in that blue, because that's what the whole pages are really about in my librarian is a camel book. And then we finished off with a green. Oh, before I gotta be careful in touching. The last green sentence. What is that last green sentence called, Mr. Noah? Our conclusion. So that last green part kind of goes along with our green one up here, doesn't it? It kind of wraps it up. So the children treasure books the librarian and the camels bring to their home in the desert. So that goes back to where we were. So informational text. Who's writing informational text today? Oh, I see a couple people raising their hand. Shouldn't everybody be raising their hand? Everybody is writing informational text today. You are the writers writing some informational text. You are going to teach each other about your expert country. So you are going to want to write a very nice paragraph, because you're going to use that paragraph to teach another student that isn't in your country, that isn't in your expert group, about their country. So you are an informational text writer today. You are going to make sure that you give information that the reader can understand. You're going to use research, because we are becoming experts, but we came that way because we read the text. We want to clearly present it, and we want to make it easy to understand, because when we read informational text, we want it to be easy to understand. We want them to be able to understand it just like when we read something that's informational, we want to be able to understand it as well. So we're thinking of that. Okay, so here's how are we going to organize our paragraphs? I changed the colors. Over the weekend, I realized I didn't like their colors, so I changed them. So and I also added some numbers. Introduction sentence, there's one of them. What color should it be? Red. It is from your red section on your plan. Then comes the focus statement. The focus statement is how many sentences is the focus statement? 1. Where does the focus statement come from on your plan? Everybody look at page 44. I'm going to pull up my dot camera. I want to make sure everybody sees, where does your focus statement come from? My dot camera is taking an exceedingly long time to load.
Hey buddy, do you feel like you need a mass break outside to just kind of clear your chest out?
All right. Why, there it is. All right. So here is our introductory sentence. It comes from this information here. I saw that some people skipped this sentence. We got to make sure, especially people at home, it needs to include geographical information, where it is and what it's like. Focus statement. Everybody on their papers, point to focus statement. Point. I want to see you point on page 44. My friends, even at home, point up at the top where it says focus statement. for everybody at home, we on Thursday wrote that sentence. So if you were here on Thursday, you have a sentence that says, getting books in, and then you continued on. So that is your green sentence. You shouldn't have to rewrite it, should you? Simple. You just have to get this from here to your Google Doc. Then we have our yellow. The body sentences are 1 challenge and 3 to 4 sentences that are how they solved their problem, how they overcame it. I called it solutions. So how many sentences are in this yellow/blue section here? How many possible? Sunny? 3 to 4, well, actually 4 to 5 really, right? Because 1 challenge and then 3 more of the blue ones makes about 4. So we probably should have about 4. Some of you might want to add a little extra information from the text that helps it, because you want to really teach them well. So that might be possible 5. And then the last one is the conclusion sentence. So I'm going to go back to my dot camera. Here's where your yellow sentence is going to come from. Here are where your blue sentences are going to come from. So I noticed when I looked at some people's plans, I noticed maybe 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, not quite enough here. Where could you go if you don't have enough information here to make your sentences? What could you do if you found out that you don't have enough? Oh, some of my friends here are doing exactly what I need. Astria, can you tell me out loud?
A dictionary.
Oh, well, you could go to the dictionary to come up with some information, possibly. Where else could you find some information, do you think? Paxton, what do you think? In the text, in your piece of reading, right? So you could go back. If you don't have enough, this is your time to go be a researcher, right? Research your information. You might have forgotten something that you didn't put in your plan, but you think is interesting that you think the reader should know. So go back to the plan and back to the text and find something that you can add that would help your reader understand what it's like in Thailand, okay? Or Zimbabwe, or Finland, wherever it happens to be. Your last sentence, your conclusion sentence, where does that come from? Where does that last sentence come from on our plan? Besides your brain? Where does the plan help us find it so that we can come up with our sentence? Oh my goodness, I'm looking for some friends at home. Anybody, can anybody tell me besides, Astri's always on it. Anybody at home, tell me where you can find that last green sentence, our conclusion. Ooh, Jensen. Oh, right, some last entries there.
Importance of the library.
Very good, that last section right here, right? Okay, so Mr. Jensen, in fact, I heard that you got a lot of writing done on Friday. So so today your job might be to, if you think that you've gotten all those parts, to go back and add some details from the text to improve your writing. If you think you're finished, then go back and add some details from the text from Finland. Maybe some more from this section right there. All right, so we know what our plan is, right? Okay, my friends at home, Mrs. Aubin is going, or actually all my friends who weren't here on Friday, Mrs. Aubin is going to help you get it into a Google Doc. But before we do that, I want one more thing. I want us to think about what we plan on writing next. So what I would like everybody to do is look at your yellow and blue section. We're not going to get on our computers quite yet. That's going to come in just a second. Right now, you look at that yellow section and that blue section. Okay, so let me pull this up. So your challenge and your how challenges are overcome. We're going to go for about 30 to 45 seconds of just silence. I want you to read through those and see if you can make those into sentences that you would type on your document. Because I think this really helped us yesterday because we were going to share it with somebody near us. So think about what sentence are you going to say for your yellow section. And what sentence or couple sentences can you come up with for your blue? Okay, so 30 seconds of quiet thinking, because you're going to share it with a partner. Writer, you need to focus. You're going to share, look at those sections. Okay. All right, my friends at home, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to share. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you in a breakout group with another person, and you're gonna share what you're gonna say. Leo, are you ready? All right, Isabella, Jensen's ready. Okay, Robert, you ready to share with another person what you're gonna write? Okay, Clara, got a plan? All right, Lila's got a plan. Gavin, you got a plan for what you're gonna say? Okay, everybody here, go ahead and turn to somebody near you, not too close, but you know, around you, and share what you're gonna do. My friends are gonna break out here. Hold on 1 second. There you go. Let's see, breakout rooms. I gotta get rid of my problem is I gotta get rid of something here. Oh boy. Ah, there we go. Sorry guys, I was having a breakout room problem. It wasn't doing what I needed it to do. All right. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right, well, see you tomorrow.
Okay, well, thanks. Mrs. Aubin, don't worry about your breakout room. Okay.
Like this.
Oh, sorry. Hi guys. Did you guys both share? Did you guys both tell each other? Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, they can hear me. Oh, weird. That was letting. I'm talking. 3, 2, 1. Answer yes. No. And, okay. So Leo, did you get to share your ideas with Robert? No. Okay. That's what you need to do right now. Unmute and tell Robert what you're going to write about today. All right. Okay. Unmute. Unmute. Tell Robert what you're going to talk about.
Miss Harrison, we can't hear you.
You're muted.
We can't hear you. Mrs. Harrison, you're muted. She's muted because she's talking to her kids in class.